Top Western Tropes. I thought today we would look behind the curtain of Westerns. What are the most popular tropes you will see in most, if not all, Westerns? Those things that make Westerns make sense to us. I'll show examples of each trope as well. If you like this video, take a look at my channel for many more. The link is in the description. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share and subscribe. You know the drill. Let's get into it. Trains and the railroad. It's hard to find a Western that doesn't dedicate some scenes to the railroad, from robbing to runaways, in many different situations, too many to mention. More than a means of transportation, also a symbol of a dying era, land and people became more connected by the railroad. The Old West, symbolized by lawlessness and the wild frontier, became replaced with civilization.
Watch her when she hits the grease.
Wheels are slipping, and we have no traction.
Bar fights, dueling, and outright shootouts. A Western's action normally plays out in two ways. A stranger comes into town, orders a whiskey in the saloon, somehow gets involved in an all-out brawl, or insults someone and is challenged to a duel, then easily, sometimes lazily, wins. Other times it's an old-school shootout, a chaotic mix of gunplay, smoke, screams, and death, often involving horse riding, train hijackings, even hostage taking. The lone wolf, drifter. Protagonists are often gruff, emotionally distant, and shun camaraderie. Work, travel, and live alone, keeping to themselves. However, when you need something to be done, they'll get it done. These characters are loners for a reason, either hiding a secret, suffering from a past event, or having difficulty expressing themselves. All they have is their wits and their guns. That is, until some femme fatale brings out their softer side.
That with me, Wilson?
No, it ain't, Shane.
I wouldn't pull on Wilson, Shane. Well, you're a witness to this.
So you're Jack Wilson.
What's that mean to you, Shane?
Well, you're gonna pull those pistols or whistle Dixie.
Bounty hunters, dead or alive. The biggest menace in the frontier are outlaws, stealing, raping, and causing all types of trouble for townsfolk, just trying to make a living in a harsh, cruel land. Authorities began issuing bounties. Some cowboys began hunting bad guys for fame and money. Bounty hunters are ruthless gunslingers that will bring in their bounties, dead or alive, making for interesting anti-heroes, whose morality is constantly questioned.
So you're an honest farmer. You recognize this man? Drop, Ben! Drop, Ben! Drop! Good on, Ben! I'll kill him! Let's get out of here.
us.
How do I know you'll jump?
You'll have to trust me on this one. Jump!
Indians, Native Americans. The issues between cowboys and settlers with Native Americans has been a popular trope in Westerns. Native Americans tended to be shown in a dark way due to ignorance and hate. A common stereotype that Westerns show are barbaric savages, native raids on supply wagons or burning down homesteads, and slay innocent people. On the other side, they have a deep connection to the environment, instructing white characters useful lessons, later used to help the natives. Not all Westerns, of course. Some movies portray Indians accurately, if not, at least fairly.
Welcome. Welcome. Hi.
Of honor. Of a trust between two men.
Frontier justice. Who doesn't like a hanging? As lawlessness is common on the frontier, those living there have a rough kind of justice, usually only guided by their own morals and beliefs. You'll see public hangings, beheadings, and shootings in these westerns, as long as it is all done in the pursuit of justice. This is where most stories insert their message of morality and humanity, justifying the killing of another person. But where do you draw the line? Your trusty steed, horse sense. What is a cowboy without his four-legged friend? The bond between man and their horse can be as complex as that of a frontier romance. In many westerns, our hero's horse is fast, reliable and smart, capable of keeping up with the train and even understanding their master's needs, able to traverse difficult terrain, kicking down bad guys, and always being ready for a quick getaway.
Let's go.
The law, where lawlessness is abundant. One man rises to wear a star, strong, no nonsense, and skilled with a gun, someone that outlaws do not want to cross. This character can also be portrayed as untrustworthy, corrupt or cowardly, either in cahoots with the villains or are too scared of them to face them.
By the power vested in me by the Honorable William J. LaPetitmain, I hereby assume the duties of the office of sheriff in and for the township of Rockridge.
Gentlemen, let us...
Women of the West, a hardened widow who'll do anything to protect their home and kids. A daughter who'd rather be an outlaw than marry someone she hates. A prostitute who has had enough of bad, violent men. The harsh frontier made hard, strong women who would stand face to face with any man. This strength is often what distances them from the townsfolk, but makes them attractive to the drifter loners.
You've got to own everything. You can't stand to see anybody else live. Well, you're going to.
The cattle drive. Head 'em up. A cowboy's job is to move a herd from A to B, hopefully without losing any cattle. Sounds easy, but is usually a dangerous and rigorous task, further complicated by rustlers intent on taking their livestock. Always an adventure, just to get them where they need to be. Every cow counts.
Welcome to the Stone Range.
Over now!
Hi, Curly. Kill anyone today?
They ain't over yet.
Arnold, I'm losing you. We're going behind a butte. And Arnold?
I got a special treat. We're gonna make fresh coffee. Wow, something's spooking the cattle.
Stampede! City folk.
The Wild Wild West. We love westerns for many reasons, mostly for their timeless tales. The Wild West frontier, where the stories take place, a bygone era that has a mythical quality, a picturesque setting, also conveying the spirit of adventure, exploration and endurance. Beautifully brutal landscapes belong on the screen, vast open spaces and towering mountains. Adventure carries over to all parts of the Western genre, especially the characters. Protagonists duel with villains, taming the wilderness and bringing the law to a lawless land. The rugged frontier belies a tougher kind of life which opens up questions about society. How does civilized progress affect the wild world? Where is the line between law and lawlessness? Summing up, westerns provide audiences with a mixture of adventure and morality set against a wild backdrop. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Nothing matters now.
Interesting facts about famous people.